Welcome everyone! I'm getting asked quite a lot where I get my breeches or +4s or knickerbockers, and a lot of them are actually altered from regular pairs of trousers. So today I will show you how you can make a pair of +4s or breeches out of a pair of regular trousers. Stay tuned! Okay, so this morning I went to a thrift shop here in Cologne, a few blocks away, and bought this pair of pretty boring regular dress trousers. I paid €8. They are pretty wide, which is good when you want to make a pair of +4s, and I really like the dark grey flannel fabric here, so let's see what we can do with this. First of all, I will just try them on. Okay, so first of all you can see they are way too big for me, but this is not a problem. We will slim them down, which is also something you might be interested in. The legs are quite wide too, but this is great for what we want to do with it. Okay, so let's see how much we need to take in here. I'd say about 6 or 7 centimeters. This is quite a lot, and for a regular pair of trousers I would not recommend buying this, but for a pair of +4s, you know, it doesn't really matter because it's quite baggy nonetheless. Okay, now how do you slim down a waistband? That's quite easy, I'd say. Here, this is the waistband, and this is folded inside. So usually you will have 1 or 2 spots here where the this kind of waistband is fixed to the lower half of the trousers. So we will open those stitches. You can fold up the waistband, and this is basically the seam at the back. So if you want to slim it down, let's have a look at it from the side. If you want to slim it down, you will need to move this seam here to the right from your point of view. If you want to let out a bit of fabric because you know, you develop the belly or something, you want to move the seam in this direction, right? I marked the line where we want to put the new seam, which is here at the waistband, parallel to the old seam, and as we measured 7 centimeters away, because we want to get rid of 7 centimeters of fabric or 14 centimeters of circumference of the waistband, and below the waistband here we want to smoothly get back to the original seam. Okay, so let's sew that, and after we've sewn along the chalk line here, we need to open the old seam. So I added the seam and ripped apart the old one. So next thing is pressing all the seams, folding it up again, so which means forming like this nice triangular like this, and then folding it down, adding something to hold it together like this, and a lot more pressing, and well, that's it for the waistband, I hope. Okay, great. I pressed the seams, folded the waistband back inside, and fixed it with like a couple of stitches, and now it fits, I'd say. But I really want to wear the +4s with braces instead of a belt, so let's get rid of the belt loops. Now that's better, don't you think? Okay, perfect. Now Our trousers sit in the waist, and what we want to do now is make this part of the trousers sit right below the knee and not slide down. So there are three options for this. So the good thing about dress trousers is the fabric is folded inside here, so it already forms some kind of tunnel. So what you might want to do is just slide a rubber band into this tunnel and adjust it to the circumference of your leg right below your knee. I did this with this pair here. I even added another fabric for the tunnel because I didn't have enough. But as you can see here, there's a rubber band inside and this sits right below my knee. So you get quite some ruffles here because of course, obviously the circumference right below your knee is a lot smaller than the trouser leg. Well, but this is pretty easy to do. The prettier version is like this. So what I did here is I cut off the end of the trousers, and with this strap I cut off, I formed a strap for right below the knee. I added a button and a buttonhole, so the strap also needs to be the right circumference for your measurements. You just need to add like 2 or 3 centimeters for the buttonhole and the button, and then you add it to the trouser leg, and that's it. The problem, of course, since you don't have a rubber band which generates the ruffles, and the trouser leg is wider than the strap, you will need to add pleats here. I did this. So if you look closely, this is the strap, and here is a pleat and here is a pleat, and on the other side it's the same. So here's the strap, here's a pleat, and here's a pleat. So you get the width of the trouser leg down to the length of the strap. And then there's a third option, which is somewhere between these two, and since I'm moderately lazy, we were gonna do this today, which is more or less this here, but instead of using a rubber band, we will use a drawstring. Okay, so we'll just cut open this part here, add some kind of drawstring, and let's see how this will turn out. Okay, now what did I do? First I removed these ribbons like from the inside of the trouser leg. These might even work as a drawstring. But I already cut something else as a drawstring. But let's have a look at what I did to the trouser leg. So this is the outside seam of the trouser leg, and I added a couple of hand stitches, like 2 inches from the ending of the trouser leg. So what did I do then? After I added these hand stitches, I opened the seam here. So now we have a tunnel where we can put the drawstring in. I added the drawstrings and put them on, so we just need to like slide them up. Be sure to wear some nice knee socks, and then pull the trousers on top, and that's it. Other side. Now you want to make sure to secure the drawstring with a couple of stitches here on the opposite side of the opening, or the drawstring will come out of the tunnel on a regular basis, trust me. And by the way, the drawstring I used is approximately 60 centimeters long, so the ends are still visible even though the trouser leg is expanded like this. And when it's drawn tight, it's enough ribbon to like tie a small bow or something like this. Now finally I will add some buttons to the waistband so I can use my braces with my new +4s, and then we will go outside and have a look at the whole outfit, right? Perfect, that's it. So basically the only thing you need is a white pair of trousers, and then try to somehow fasten the hemline of the trousers right below your knee. A pleated pair of trousers would have been even better. I didn't find one, but again, I just paid like 8 euros for this, so I guess it's fine. Thanks for watching. If you try to do this or any other of my sewing tutorials, post it on Instagram and tag me, because I'm always curious. See you next time.